Hi, today we're gonna work with Stinging Nettle for coloring green in our soap. So we're gonna do a layered soap where we do some different for each layer. In all of the soaps there will be this nettle tea that I'm gonna use with the lye water, which we're gonna pour in a second. And then I've also infused some olive oil with nettle. So all of the soaps are gonna have that. And then I'll tell you when we make the layers what will be the difference. Okay, I need something to stir with. So let's add our lye to our water.
Have you used the ice cubes before?
Yes, plenty of times.
Yeah. Is there a difference?
It's a very common, using ice cubes is a very common method for when you add milk to soap. I've not tried this yet, but it's to not scorch the milk. I also just find that it's easier to work with because like you can use it faster and because it doesn't get as hot. But also that not as many fumes come up. So like when I don't use ice cubes, I always do it outside, so those fumes can like go away. But it's not like if I have a window open, it's not as necessary when you add the ice cubes. So there's a lot of advantages to doing that. So let's just see the temperature of our lye and our oil. So the lye is 58 degrees Celsius and our oil, come on, oil is 43. So it's still a bit too hot to mix, but we'll come back when it's ready. Okay, so let's pour our lye water solution into our oil. And now we just want to measure off 450 grams for each portion because we're going to have 3 portions in total. Okay, so this first one layer is gonna just be like this. It's not going to be the bottom layer, but just where we use the tea and the infused oil, and we'll see what that gives. So far it's a green, brown, kind of yellow green, I would call it. Yeah. So, got some hopes for that. Then, this portion, I'm gonna add some ground up nettle. So I'm just gonna do that now. Yes, and then we're gonna mix this up. This is gonna be the bottom layer. And then for the last layer, oh, you can see that made it a lot darker.
Yeah.
So it might be a bit more intense, that color. That's good. So let's pour this this layer. In this second layer, where we have this mixture of blue mica, yellow oxide, and activated charcoal. And this is just to anchor the color and see if that does anything. So I'm going to pour it in. And it's not very much I'm putting in. Again, it's just to anchor the color. It's not to actually dye it that much. Okay. So I think we might have added a bit too much blue, first of all.
Or black.
Yeah. You can see the charcoal has darkened it as well. Yes, yeah. It's looking very gray bluish.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know for next time, not so much blue.
Yeah.
And black. It was just to see if I could like darken the green a bit. That's why I added the charcoal. Okay, so we decided to stick blend the one with the micas and such, and it turned into a nice lighter green and not this gray bluish color it was before. So I think that was a good decision. All right. Now this layer hasn't set up quite enough to make a straight line, but we're just gonna pour it in anyway. So I think it might make a lovely
Pattern?
pattern. Yeah. So let's do that. By the way, I sewed these up the other day, so I don't get soap on my sleeves. So I'm very pleased with them.
Skåneärmer.
Yep. There's nothing I can do.
Oh.
I might as well just go for it. And then let's hope that the colors are distinct enough that you can actually set them apart when they're in the soap. And then let's pour in the last color, which was just the plain one. I think the three are distinct enough that you can see the difference, but let's see, and let's just go for it here.
Wow. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Wow. Mommy's making soap.
Okay, so now it looks like this. So far I can tell the difference between the three. Yeah, Mommy's filming. So we'll come back in a few days to cut it up and see how it looks like on the inside and see the difference between the three colors. I have tried once before to use nettle, but it was just the powder in my Christmas soap. But I'm excited to see the other two colors, how they turn out. Yeah. Hi, and we're back a few days later to cut up the soap. Now, one thing, it has gotten a lot of soda ash everywhere, and the reason why it's not just on top is that it actually hardened really fast. Like, I checked it already after a few hours, and it had already separated from the mold. And when I flipped the mold around to like get it free, it just did it like nothing. Like, it was so easy to get out. So, you know, pros and cons. Okay, let's open her up and see the three different colors. Oh, it's pretty rough, like it's pretty hard. All right, let's see how it looks like on the inside. Wow, you can like really see the difference between the three colors, but it seems that one of the colors has overpowered this, the middle here. You can see that the bottom layer here was the bottom layer was with the powder, and then you can see this light layer. That's where I didn't add anything except for the infused oil and the tea. So that's almost white. You can't see a lot, but maybe it's in the contrast to the other two colors. And then the one where I added the mica and the yellow oxide and charcoal, you can see it's a lot darker, and that's probably the charcoal that did that. It's a very lovely color. All three of them I like, but I do prefer the one with the powder and the one where I added mica and such. Let's see a few more slices to see if the other colors will shine through a bit better there. Okay, so here are some of the different bars. On this one you can see a lot of the soda ash coming into the bar a bit. Actually, at the end piece it's a bit worse. I'll show you here. Okay, so here you can see that the soda ash has like gotten a bit through. So this isn't the greatest soap I've ever made. There's the issue with the soda ash, of course. But it seems, and also I realized too late that I made them a bit chunker. Normally I cut into 12 bars, but I accidentally cut into 8. So I'm gonna halve these, so it will be 16 bars. It's just gonna be a bit more manageable that way. But yeah, overall it's a good experiment to see what happens. The light green you can get with the powder, and when you add a bit, I like to see that the charcoal made it darker, so that's nice to play around with if you want a bit darker green. Overall, it was a fun experiment. I don't think the oil and tea did all that much. You see the light color there? Again, it might be in contrast to the other two, but I think you should add, I do like the powder, the way that looks. I've also used the powder before with the Christmas soap, but there I added stuff like I did to this one. So yeah, but it was a fun experiment to see how this turned out, and I definitely think I am going to use nettle again, but I think I'm gonna use the powder and maybe anchor it a bit, because yeah, I really like this color, how it turned out. And also I'm gonna give a few bars of this to my sister because she loves green. So yeah, well, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!